Having practiced Kundalini Yoga for a while has really impacted other facets of my life. How has it impacted yours?
Teaching Kundalini.
And even having a practice like you've had for so long.
Yeah, it's definitely taught me to be humble. Very, very humble, which I think when I started, I didn't quite know what that word meant.
Really? I thought you were very humble. That's interesting. What makes you say that?
Thank you. I think it's just learning to hold that space of grace for people.
Interesting.
And to allow people to be who they really are.
Do you mean your students or you mean everyone in your life?
Everyone, not just the students here. So also talking about family members. I think it's definitely given me the strength to, when the big waves hit, to be able to just take the next breath and also remove myself personally and to become the observer.
I love that you say that.
Yeah, where things might have really tipped my life upside down, now I can just go, well, what's my role in this and what's my involvement in this and how far am I willing to go with this? I actually have a choice. And even if someone projects onto me that I need to be there right beside them and I don't agree with that, I can hold that space in a gracious and humble way and not take it personally if the person is still projecting that you should be there or you should be standing up for them, and if it's not in alignment with your core values, that you can hold that space and go, look, I would love to support you, however, it's not my sat-nam, it's not my truth, and so I can support you in this way, but it may not be in the way that you're expecting that from me. I'm not taking that on board, and I think that's from having a strong aura, a strong practice, and also knowing yourself, knowing your light and your dark, and having embraced that.
Yes. I'm so glad that you said that. It's I have to say, since practicing Kundalini Yoga, I've become less reactive. Even though my body's strength is greater, that's one part of it. But in terms of my personal life, I find that I'm more conciliatory. I'm less reactive. I'm less prone to react. I take things less personally. But my philosophy has changed because the world is no longer black and white. So, I mean, when I practiced Hatha Yoga for a very long time, I'd come from a dance background. So it was very easy for me to come up into a handstand, to do the splits, to do headstand, to contort my body and become a pretzel. But, you know, it never gave me a get out of jail free card. I still had to be a good partner. I still had to be a good daughter. I still had to be a good sister and friend. But I find the edge that Kundalini Yoga has is the philosophy that I now embody in my life, which I also share with my clients and my students, which is there is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. My shadow has a lot of medicine. It teaches me. When I'm angry, it's not that I've just become angry. It's usually because I've really ignored the little irrits along the way because for some reason I didn't feel comfortable accepting them, or when I still feel that guilt comes up, it's another layer that I can clear without feeling like something's wrong with me or I've taken it personally or I haven't grown in my spiritual development. It's just, hey, I have some tools here where I can take responsibility for my life. What is this? Do I like it? Great. Well, then let's continue this journey. Do I not like it? Okay, what do I need to do to change so that I stop attracting this caliber of person that seems to be coming into my life, or these events that seem to continue repeating just with different characters in my life? So that's why I've loved Kundalini Yoga. It's helped me take responsibility for my life.
Absolutely. Stop projecting out and blaming everyone else and every other circumstance or situation for where you're at, and you start going, well, I'm a co-creator in my life and I have enough creative force and fire to make the transitions and the changes that I need, and that's what Kundalini gives you. It starts with courage.
It does. It does. Yeah.
To own it for yourself.
Yeah, because if you've manifested something, it's not a coincidence. Your aura is projecting it at some level. So it's time to go in and look at the nitty-gritty from a very soulful, heart-centered space where you're not righteous because you're not right or wrong, And you're not the victim because nothing is good or bad. It's again, like you've mentioned, that neutral mind. And for those that aren't familiar with that concept of the neutral mind, we talk about it a lot in the crown chakra, but I think it's worth mentioning that we have 3 minds in Kundalini Yoga, and they're part of our 10 bodies. We have our positive mind, our negative mind, and then we have our neutral mind. And all of them are valid because we need a positive mind to see the best in people, yet we don't want it to be too strong because then we look at the world with rose-coloured glasses, and that's not very healthy. And we need our negative mind because we need to be warned of impending danger. And of course, having a strong negative mind isn't very healthy because then we're pessimistic. And ultimately, we want to come into that neutral mind where we're neither positive or negative nor reactive. We can just come from that place of neutrality, peace, balance, alignment.